Oh, okay. Part two of my journey through having a stroke and recovering. Like I said, my wife said that I should talk about it and hopefully help myself recover. As I left off the other day, last Friday, was just kind of detailing the day of the stroke and my son's graduation. Now that that's over, it's kind of cool. Now I have four children. Three of them now have graduated from high school. One is currently serving the armed forces. My other is living in another state, and then this one graduating. So three out of four from a divorced dad, raising four kids over the last 10 years and seeing three of the four so far graduate. I still got one more. So the stress level is still kind of there, but not as much as it once was when I had a 14-year-old, 12, seven, six or seven, six, seven, and a 2-year-old. So when I took on this, being a single dad at that particular time, but three of the four is not bad, and I'm hoping that my fourth one as well will graduate and go to college and do great things as the others have appeared to do. So we're back to the stroke sort of a thing. Well, part of it, like I said, I was in the hospital. Um, I think it was over a month. I'm not quite sure, but what I can recall was not being able to move the right side of my face, my mouth, my, my arms couldn't move. My right arm couldn't move. My right leg couldn't move. I had some paralysis. But I wasn't gonna let it stop me. Like I said, I'm hard headed when it comes to, oh, you're not gonna be able to do this or be able to do that. So uh, I think every day that I was in the hospital and during this time, where I was living or where are living was under fire siege through here in Southern California, and so that I think that kind of helped with some of the process of me wanting to get better so I can hurry up and get home with my kids and my wife. Pardon me. But yeah, like I said, I was in the hospital during the holidays, and I said to myself that I didn't want to stay there. I don't like to just be in one place for a long time. But being that I couldn't move and I couldn't talk and I couldn't remember most things, I fought. And, I fought and said to myself, I wasn't going to let the me not being able to move or get me down or try to you can feel bad for yourself, and you can say to yourself that how can this get any better or get any worse. But being in the stroke unit in the facilities that I was in Escondido, I could see that if I didn't get my act together, then I was gonna be in the exact same position, or maybe I was, but I was able to say, not me. I'm not gonna just sit here. I'm not gonna start to feel bad for myself. I'm not gonna be feeling sorry for what has happened to me, because that can happen. The mindset of for me can happen, especially when you can't move and you have to rely on somebody to pick you up, to sit you down, to take you a shower, to wash you up, to help you eat. It made me really angry that I couldn't talk. It made me angry that I couldn't walk or talk or go into the bathroom. Stuff that's normal. Talking, chewing, drinking, using the restroom was tough. It's kind of heartbreaking when you can't do it, and you've been doing it for your whole entire life, mostly, where you never had to rely on somebody, and now you have to rely on people to help you eat. Yeah. Each and every day there, I visited the therapist, the physical therapist, the speech pathologist, because I had trouble saying words. But the sad part about it was, again, not being able to be myself, my normal self, and do what I normally can do, and not have to rely on anyone. You get woken up every hour or two just to be able to check to see if you're okay. Yeah. The struggle was real when it comes to that. Being wheelchaired over and drooling, it's. I think about it, and I said to myself, I wasn't gonna let myself do this. But having a faith in a higher power, believing in myself, and surrounding myself with positive vibes. Mainly because my wife had to be at work, and my two older children were living their own lives because they're grown adults, and having to think about the younger two motivated me to get well or move my progression towards it. It's a mindset. It's something that motivated me to do it. It's mind over matter. I heard a song a few years ago from Young the Giant. Two songs. One of them is Mind Over Matter and My Body. And there's a part in the song, and my body says, when my body tells me no, but I won't quit because I want more. That, just those words there pushed me to, it gave me hope to say that when my body says no, when everything's going wrong and I can't move and I can't talk and I can't eat, I can't do the things that regular people do on a daily basis. Though that song there kept me going because, my faith is what it is. I love God, and I love what He's done for me. But I think He put that song there to put me in the right frame of mind, because whenever I wanted to do something as simple as moving my toes to my feet, which was the first thing I started to do, pushed me and motivated me to want to get up, move. But when my foot started to move, my fingers started to move, and I started to push myself to make sure everything else started to move on the right side. The right, see that? My face. That wasn't it, but like I said, that was. But that was the journey that I went through in the hospital. An hour of physical therapy, an hour of speech pathology every day. Um, a guy like me, they're like, oh, you're gonna take a shower every other day, but I would convince the nurses to if I can have a shower every day. Like I said, I had my phone. I listened to country music. I listened to inspiring music, gospel. I wasn't gonna let this thing beat me, and I'm not going to. I mean, during the month stay in the hospital, it was a lot of ups and downs, a lot of time by myself, a lot of listening to a lot of just different philosophies, not religious, but mainly philosophy of good living and positive, and just trying to get over what had happened. It just seemed like it never was going to happen. I didn't think I was going to live through it. It's kind of crazy. People always ask, so how does a stroke feel like? And I said, like I said, you ever drink a whole bottle of liquor and the room spins and you can't control anything, shortness of breath? And you keep talking to yourself, and my mind didn't want to shut down, and next thing you know, my face is drooped, my arms can't move, I don't have any strength in my legs, and that's it, You felt sick. I didn't want to. It's just one of those things. Now that I have to think back about it, but I wasn't gonna, like I said, I wasn't gonna let this thing beat me. I've been beaten a lot in my life, and one thing I've always learned was to keep getting back up. People say they don't want you, fine. Get cut, fine. Be lied to, have your heart broken, have people tell you no, have people treat you bad for my name, the color of my skin. There's more to go with that, believe me. Not being accepted even in your own neighborhood. A whole bunch of stuff, but if I was able to succumb to any of those things, then I don't think I would have been here today, and having the fighting spirit that I have, and I'm not gonna accept anything until I get back to normal. My wife said the other day, "What's normal?" And I kind of had a breakdown, because what's normal, and it's no offense to her or anyone else, but taking breathing for granted, tasting food for granted, chewing, drinking out of a straw or a cup, walking, talking, you name it. All the systems, all the senses are gone. That's normal. I know everyone has their own definition of normal, but waking up without pain in your body, to me, that's normal. Thanking God every day, that's normal. Having feelings because you lose them is normal. Like I said the other day that I was watching a movie, the 50-50, and he gets to a point where he says, I'm tired. I understood. I understood how he felt. I understood how people who have chronic illnesses feel. I've only been 2 years into this thing and I'm tired. But you keep fighting. Normalcy is worth fighting for. Getting back to being who you were is worth fighting for. What that pretty much says how having the stroke, going to the hospital, being there, and going through everything, and eventually I left. They said I could go home because I didn't want to be there anymore. And I had to show the doctor, the neurosurgeon, I had to show the neurologist, I had to show the speech pathologist, I had to show the physical therapist that I could leave. Even though in my mind I knew I couldn't and I shouldn't. But that's not me. I had to leave. I had to get out of there. I didn't want to be there. So I worked my butt off, walking, trying to walk, doing everything necessary to get out. And to those people who lose the will to do it, you can. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Every day is a struggle when you're coming back from something like this, which I'll get into more detail in another day. But as of right now, that's what happened. I was in the hospital. I worked my tail off. I found music to motivate me. My faith in God never wavered, and my family was an inspiration. And that's who you should and we should always look for, family. And also ourselves. Don't quit. Don't ever quit. I tell people that all the time. Don't quit. If you quit one time, it'll always be easy to quit the next. And I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep going. Till my time is punched. But I'm healthy for the most part. I still have some issues. But this was just mainly about the month and a half, I think, or month I was in the hospital fighting to get out. You can do it. I did it. As you can see, I still try to move my face because I should. I could, and I can. Good luck. I'll, get back to y'all another day when I'm up to it, because I'll be honest with you, the last few days have been pretty crappy. But I started working out, going to the gym, and doing things, pushing my body's limits. But I'll talk about that more on another time. But this was mainly about the hospital and recovering, and there's more positive stuff. Because since then, I've been able to associate myself with the local high school, donate my time in fitness and training, even though I can't, but my story can help. Maybe if it can help a young man or a young lady and overcoming whatever obstacles that they're going through, it's worth it. So I'll sign off now. Then I'll kind of walk you through the next year in my next one. Maybe it'll be tonight. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. But thanks, guys, for listening. And you can do it. I can do it. You can do it. From a wheelchair to a walker. Now, every now and again, I have my AFO that I used to walk, and to a cane, to a walking stick. So again, anything is possible when you believe in yourself, that you can do it. See ya.